In today's video, we're taking a look at how to make a hole in your sink easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do. Everything that we use on the video, we're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. And this technique works for any material sink that you have. So you woke up today and looked at your sink. You felt like something's missing, or that you wanted to lower its value by making holes on it, or even better yet, you want to lower its structural hold by taking pieces off it. Don't worry. No matter what your endeavor is today, here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. 600 to 700 yards away, but we're there. We believe in you, grasshopper. The first thing that we want to do is locate your house. The second thing that we want to do is locate your sink, because the last thing you want is to do the neighbor's sink. If you want to check out our video on how to install a glass rinser or a soap dispenser, we'll leave links in the description. Now that we got the general rules of thumb out the way, we're ready for the list of things that we're going to need for this project. And the first one is optional. Drilling lubricant. No, and not that one. You can put that one back on the nightstand. And remember, this is also optional depending on the material that you're gonna drill in. Let's say like in marble, granite, or hard rock surfaces, just a little bit of water to keep the dust down would be good enough. Optional, but at the same time very necessary, we need a heavy duty nail. And this is going to help guide the drill bit in place. And this is only needed if drilling in metal. Next, you're gonna need the correct hole saw drill bit according to your material and size of the hole that you want to make. So if you want to drill in wood, then you need a wood hole saw drill bit. If you're going to do metal, then you need a metal one, porcelain one, granite one, and I think you get it from here on. You're very smart. And for the hole size, the standard is 1 inch 3/8, which is about 1.375 inches or 34.925 millimeters. So a basic pro tip is that before you make the hole on the sink, you want to verify the size of hole that you're going to need according to the accessory that you're going to add to your sink. So let's say if the standard is 34.925 millimeters, then a 35 should be suffice. But let's say you're going for a smaller soap dispenser like the one that we have, 32 millimeter is going to give you a nice tight fit. But as you can see, here we have a 29 millimeter compared to the 32 millimeter. The difference is very small. That's why double checking might be the difference from your accessory fitting or not. So that's why choosing the standard size sometimes is the way to go. And a pro tip, remember that not only the important thing is that the stem of your accessory fits, but the most important is that the washer and nut that tighten down the accessory overlap the hole, because you don't want the hole bigger than either of those. That's how you get leakage. If you have not purchased the accessory, you can always measure the diameter of the hole or buy a kit like we have. Now that we filled your brain with data, the next thing that we're gonna need is a drill. But if you want to do this by hand, we salute you. Just remember to use both arms for an even pump. Now we're ready to start working. We're gonna take ourselves to the sink and verify, locate, measure twice, cut once, where you want to install the accessory. And by this we mean your spouse, your partner, the one that really controls the household. A very important pro tip is that taking a day and verifying as you wash or you let the dishes dry, the position that you chose is going to be comfortable for the future. Because remember, the last thing you want is a constant reminder from loved ones of what mess you did. Now that we're fully committed, we're ready to strike the first blow. We're going to take our nail and hammer, and yes, you need a hammer, but you can always use your hands. We know they're powerful and strong. We're gonna strike to make a little indentation in the sink, and this is optional if you're making the hole on a metal sink. Any other material, this won't be necessary. This is just gonna ensure that the drill bit doesn't dance around your sink. Always remember to use protective gear like protection eyeglasses, some gloves, because the last thing you want on a clear sunny day is to die. Next, we're gonna use our drilling lubricant. And remember, this is also optional depending on the material that you're gonna drill in. Let's say like in marble, granite, or hard rock surfaces, just a little bit of water to keep the dust down would be good enough, or to keep the bit cool. Now we want to go ahead and center the bit where we made our indentation or where you made your mark. If using a different kind of surface, you can mark it with a permanent marker, your center. Now we're gonna do this in a 3-step process. First, we're gonna push our drill with a little bit of force at the down. This would help avoid any movement. And we're gonna first make the little hole for the drill bit. Once we have the drill bit hole, then we wanna make sure that we center our drill again, provide a little bit of force, and then start making our sink hole. We don't want to rock side to side or let the drill wobble. We wanna make sure that our drill is set to drill mode. If you see a little bit of smoke, that might be normal. If you see more smoke, you can stop, add more drilling lubricant, and go at it a second time. But in this case, before we can even stop, it went through. Another pro tip, you want to make sure that when you feel the hole go through, you don't want to keep going down. The last thing you want is to damage anything else and make it a bigger project. And now comes the third step, and it is the cleaning process. Remember, you always want to use safety because you have pieces of metal. Using gloves, protective gear is always the way to go. And remember, you also want to go on the bottom of the sink in the dark side and verify if any pieces fell in there. And now you've done it. You become a hole master, a sink destroyer of your generation. You can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.